3, 2, 1.
Hello, and welcome to the last Panther News Nation of 2020. I'm Tane Dry.
And I'm Kai Quivley. Here's what's happening around Principia this week.
Though most of us experienced virtual learning last year, we have many students that are new to the whole experience. Hannah Broadbeck and Ellie Church tell us a little about what to expect for the rest of the week.
We asked the question, how does Prin feel about learning from home?
I think the 2-week learning is a great move, just for the idea of students getting to go home and be with their families and not having to worry about the quarantine time. And 2 weeks is a short time to be online together when we really had this great time together to build our relationships and be in person. So I'm totally comfortable with the 2 weeks. If it extended beyond that, I would be very sad.
Hi.
I'm fine with it. I mean, it's basically just finals, and that's about it. So it won't be too hard.
Although some students and faculty think going virtual is a great idea, others have their doubts.
I think virtual learning is something that makes me a little bit nervous. Judging on how it went during quarantine, I personally had a hard time with it. It was hard to stay focused and be engaged when not having face-to-face interaction with my teacher or my class. So I think I'm a little bit nervous, but I think I've heard that this year is going to be different, so I'm curious to see how that turns out.
Despite a variety of responses to virtual learning this fall, the time is coming for students to go home and make it a reality. We can't wait to hear how it goes. This is Hannah Broadbeck and Ellie Church reporting for PNN.
With the new county rules, winter sports are going to look a little different this year. JD and I give us a look.
Even though a couple of sports had to be canceled this winter, such as wrestling and swimming, winter conditioning and basketball have been working hard for the past few weeks. Chris Rankin shares the goals and purpose for this opportunity for training.
The idea behind winter conditioning is that it's there to help our athletes develop strength and mechanics that will help them in their sports. Anything we can do in that area helps not only our students, but it helps us in our programs. Because of all the shifting around due to COVID here in the last few weeks, we just decided to make the winter conditioning and sports PE stuff optional for now. When we come back in January, it'll be, a required course like it usually is. If you don't want to do it, that's okay. And if there are people who aren't even in winter conditioning but have some time and want to go down and do it, they can do that as well.
The boys basketball team has been working hard, despite the possibility of not having any games. Principia basketball star Hoops Hoffman talks about his role on the team.
So this semester, obviously we don't have any games, but next semester we will be having a lot more games. We'll probably be having like 3 to 4 a week. So that's gonna be really fun to get out there on the court after these 3 weeks of hard practice. So for me as a senior, it's really awesome because I get to teach these freshmen how to play the game and also teach them like skills and defensive strategies and everything. So that's really awesome to be able to teach them those things. And it's also sweet because I know that the program has a strong future and I'm part of that.
Let's all keep these athletes in our minds and wish them the best of luck for the rest of their winter seasons. We really hope you all will have the opportunity to compete next semester. This has been JD and Kaya for PNN.
This semester's sustainability class partnered with an organization in South Africa to learn how they're working on being a better friend to the earth. Kaya shows us more of this partnership.
The sustainability class has taken their learning outside of the classroom all the way to South Africa. Through Zooming with a permaculture professional and messaging other teens in South Africa via WhatsApp, they gain a deeper and better understanding of issues regarding food security.
So partnering with the Spring of Hope and TriGive has been an incredible gift for both myself and the students. And when I learned about the potential to be able to partner with them, it was like, well, of course, who better to learn from than those who are actually on the ground doing this good work.
Something that I appreciated was being able to understand how deep-rooted the food system problem is and getting out of my own personal experiences.
We get to learn about like their food and like how they're raised, and we can see the similarities between us. Yeah.
You know, it's not too often that you get to talk to someone from another part of the world, so it's been really cool getting this new perspective and learning a lot from my partner and from TriGive.
There's not a day that we had a Zoom call where we didn't end up feeling inspired. Just whether it was being sung to, which is also such a gift and a reminder of it being a wonderful day, or simply just the energy and the love and the capacity to be able to really affect change.
It's a wonderful day. Oh, wonderful day. It's a wonderful day. Oh, yes. It's a wonderful day.
This is Kaya Equivli for PNN. Don't forget to buy a Christmas basket for a resident of Peacehaven for Grace Ripley's Samunia fundraiser. Baskets are $45 and all sales can be made until the end of finals week. Just fill out the survey to order and email Grace for any questions.
As we continued to get to know one another better at Principia, international students have created a group to help them better adjust to life here. Bryce Beck tells us more.
I set out to learn more about international students at Principia, or ISAP for short. Miss Weiss, the international student coordinator at Principia, says the club is like a home away from home for the students.
I think it gives them a place where they can just be themselves, and they relate to each other because they're all not Americans and weren't brought up in the American culture. They can put down their barriers of trying to be American and be themselves.
Bryce Beck for PNN.
Now here's Rachel Stewart and Matthew Switzer with some fun facts about weather.
Good morning from the past.
It's us again with the weather.
But this time we have some weather facts.
Did you know that the sun is made up of almost every color?
If you wanted to run to the sun, you would have to run 92.96 million miles. Rex, get your running shoes on and wear some reef-safe sunscreen because it's going to get hot.
At any given time, on average, there are about 1,800 thunderstorms occurring on Earth with 100 lightning strikes per second.
That's a lot of lightning. Speaking of things coming from the sky, snowflakes can take up to an hour to reach the ground. Also, did you know you can tell the temperature by counting a cricket's chirps?
I'll explain. Count the number of chirps in 15 seconds and then add 37. The number you get will be an approximation of the outside temperature. Now, let's talk about the GGH.
Better known as the Great Grape Heat Wave of 2003. It turned grapes into raisins before they were picked from the vine.
No way. Welch's must have had a great year.
Well, we hope you all enjoyed these facts just as much as we did.
Have a great break. See you next year.
Let's face it, 2020 hasn't been the easiest year, but we still have a lot to be grateful for. Will and I are choosing to focus on all the good that's going on here.
Recording Colo sitting by himself.
With school coming to a close, and in the spirit of Thanksgiving, Tane and I went to find out what Principia students are grateful for.
I'm grateful for my basketball team and my basketball coaches because they're really making the team feel like a family this year.
For my brother and all my friends, and especially William.
I'm grateful for my best friend Amanda.
For Brent Riley, he's touched so many lives in so many different ways, and it's a shame seeing him go, but I'm deeply grateful that I had the opportunity on Sunday to see him before he went back home. It meant a lot to me.
For my family and friends back home that we're still in contact and having fun.
Sports coaches who helped me become a better athlete as well as a better man.
I'm grateful for all the teachers and the coaches and everyone who supports me in every decision I make.
The theater arts department, because it's just been helping me so much the last semester.
For my family.
Probably the opportunity to perform with the dance team here at Prin.
Keith Babcock.
As you can see, there is so much to be grateful for during this holiday season. I hope you all have a wonderful break. This is William Hagenlocker and Tane Drive for PNN.
Many of you have heard that we are now moving forward with the Simon Fieldhouse construction. Sully Grant gives us an update.
After construction was delayed for a bit due to COVID, the Simon Fieldhouse project is up and running again, I sat down with Randall Grant, Director of Facilities, to find out more about some of the plans ahead for the Fieldhouse.
I can tell you about the Bill Simon Fieldhouse. A couple of weeks ago, it was approved by the Board of Trustees, and we have started demolition for the Cary Fieldhouse. The Cary Fieldhouse demolition is going to be a long, not too long, but it'll be a process where it's going to start off with salvaging. Facilities has already salvaged all the furniture, fixtures, and equipment in there. Facilities is also working with the contractor right now to salvage the hardwood flooring from the basketball court. The alumni relations, the alumni department wants that flooring to be able to use at some point in time. We also plan to save a little bit of that old court to be able to be reused in some capacity in the Bill Simon Fieldhouse.
I also asked Mr. Grant about the demolition process for Cary Fieldhouse.
So in the next couple of weeks, you'll see there's an interior contractor that's doing interior demolition. You've probably seen the exterior contractor. He's taking out windows and door frames and different things like that. It'll be a process, and then after that, they'll probably bring in some type of dozer or excavator or maybe even a wrecking ball. That's up to the contractor. I'm not sure of their means and methods right now. But I'd say probably sometime in December, you will start to see the Cary Fieldhouse start to be leveled.
Sullivan Grant for PNN.
Last but certainly not least, every good newsroom has a blooper reel. Here's this semester's PNN blooper reel.
No, it's okay. I'll just look homeless. I'm ready.
Opposite way, go again.
Stop eating.
Okay, she's ready. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, we need to go.
It's so wet. There's so
Cold front.
Uh-huh.
You say, you tell me.
Okay, let's go again.
I'm gonna wet my pants. Principia football had their only regular season game. Yeah. Principia football had their only against their toughest opponent. Did
that sound okay? Okay. Due to COVID restrictions, wait, can you back it up? Senior class pulled it off. Nope, sorry. Run it back.
And that's a look at what's happening around Principia this week.
From all of us here at PNN, good luck with finals and happy holidays.